take this personal, but do you think you help future players by just ignoring like real facts of like why certain situations, like why you had a problem? Why do you keep egging on bad attitudes in locker rooms like it's not hurting these players? No.
Yo, what's going on, NBA fam? Welcome back to the Drama Zone. Now, we've got Gil stepping up and calling out Rashad for what he sees as weak leadership, and he did not hold back. Gil basically said, as a former NBA player, Rashad carries a real responsibility to guide the younger guys the right way and help them avoid the same mistakes he made. And that part hit different, because in Gil's mind, when you've lived it, you're supposed to pass the game down properly. And y'all already know he's always treated Rashad like a little brother, which makes this even more personal. So let's listen to exactly why he decided to check him publicly.
It's not going to say he's going to turn their franchise around, but for a guy they said that no one wanted him, and can't move a piece, no one can trade for him, nobody want to trade for him. I always think like, damn, if you can waive a player, you can say, hey, call your agent, call the team, see if y'all can negotiate a release so that we don't have to move one of our pieces for your pieces. And you could just let us have him since you don't want him. There doesn't need to be trade value for him when we can just depart with him. Just let him go. You don't want him? We do. We would love to get him for the low. It's called low risk, high reward. And I think that in the book of Cam, he deserves a retribution for knowing what he brings to the table. And he might not be seen as a corner boy, but coming from where he came from and having to be the underdog and prove himself to get to 24 a game.
He's a corner.
You know, he definitely deserves a new start. He definitely deserves a place where people believe in him and his abilities. And I think this is a place where he can start that. When I was out for the 20 games, Michael Porter Jr. stepped it up. And I don't know if Brooklyn wanted to change direction and say they want to build around him or not, but Cam Thomas comes back and goes to 13 points per game, says something about what me and Nick was advocating for as far as them devaluing him so that he's not worth what he needs to be worth when he hits the market. And so waiving him, perceptionably, it would look bad to everybody looking on, saying, why they waive him? Why they waive him? Well, ultimately, when you don't want an asset, you let him test the free market. You let him go where he wants to go.
They let him test the free market.
He's at the team that he wants to be on right now. This is the team he wants to be on.
So when he was during the summer, right? He got to test the market. There was no market.
But he has a team now. So it obviously is a market.
There's
a market.
There's a market for cool.
I'm pretty sure you get a sign.
When I can get you for $900,000.
There's a market.
Yeah.
For $900,000. From what he was at,
four
What are you trying to get $100 million?
4 year 100.
So they said no.
They give you $900,000.
They said no.
And they give you $900 before taxes.
They said no.
4 year 100.
So they gave you $450.
We're not giving you that. We're not giving you that.
Yeah. So we went from
all right, cool. Let me go. Let me go so I can go to the team I want to go to.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
And I think
they tried that over the summer.
They just tried it now. They just did it.
No, they cut it.
He went to the team he wanted to go to. No, they agreed.
They waived him. He didn't.
That hard-headed mindset is the exact reason Mac only stuck around for 4 seasons. And honestly, that's disappointing to watch. Somehow, it's always everybody else's fault except the person staring back in the mirror. Accountability just never seems to show up. I get that he probably sees himself in the Cam situation, so naturally he's going to defend him. But instead of co-signing everything, he should be dropping real advice and telling him how to move smarter, not hyping up the same behavior. And yes, the Nets organization has been a mess, and a move to the Bucks could absolutely boost his value. But let's not ignore the numbers. He went from chasing $100 million to signing for $6 million, getting waived, and then settling for $900K. If that was supposedly the master plan, my guy, that plan was seriously flawed.
Too much fucking money. His value was too high. He's averaging 24 points a game.
What nigga
For the Brooklyn Nets.
He's worth 200.
What nigga average 24 don't get paid?
What? Wait. What?
Hold on. What person in the National Basketball Association
Cam Thomas.
averaged 24 besides
Cam Thomas.
Besides
He's
Cam
the
Thomas.
first.
So it
He's
has
the
to be
first.
So it's something there.
So he's the first person to average 24 points a game,
and
go into the free agency market, and nobody in the market touches him. No offer whatsoever. Can I ask you something, Sean? Don't take this personal, but do you think you help future players by just ignoring like real facts? Like you know why certain situations, like you know why you had a problem. Why do you keep egging on bad attitudes in locker rooms? Like it's not hurting these players. No. It's hurting these players because if you can take 20 shots, hold on, no. If you can take 20 wild shots, if you can take 20 wild shots, and we bring somebody in and he takes 20 wild shots, right? And I'm okay with everybody taking wild shots, but for some reason I have a problem with you, then there has to be something besides wild shots, right?
I would still be taking wild shots if I didn't get injured.
Okay, but then what about last?
If I didn't get injured, I would still be taking wild shots next to Michael Porter Jr., who came in and didn't know that we was able to take wild shots.
Okay, so I'm asking, so you get hurt, and then after you get hurt,
Let me
come
answer
back,
your first question.
I just drop you?
Let me answer your first question. Why I do what I do on the other side of
why
the rumors of having a bad attitude when you're playing for a losing situation, why it can irk you, and when you go out there to try to do all you can do for that team. I know, I have it back and forth with Isaiah Thomas too on the comments. He was talking about the same thing, and I'm like, bro, you know you played for Sacramento. They tried to label you.
Yep.
You went to a winning organization and turned everything around. I remember somebody else who played for Golden State. They were playing a certain style of basketball. He went to another team and turned it all around and became this Superman. There are a lot of guys who don't fit in an organization that don't feel like they mesh. Maybe we do have confrontation back and forth with the coach. Maybe we do have an attitude with how y'all playing me. Maybe I don't agree, Jonathan Kuminga, with how you're dealing with me. Put me somewhere else where I can play.
Rashad, 100%. No hesitation. If we're pointing fingers, that's exactly where they're landing.
I went down to Miami, tried out for Miami, and Eric Spoelstra told me, I heard that you had this.
Yeah.
29 other teams told me you had a bad attitude. I said, damn, Eric, I only played for one.
All right.
How the fuck is 29 other teams telling you I got a bad attitude and I only played for one other team? How did they get around the league so quickly from one team to the 29? Hey, listen, he's got this, he's got that. Draft process. You have a draft process and you're like, oh, what's your only critique? Uncoachable. Where would that come from? That would come from the coach. So if I have a disagreement with the coach,
you're uncoachable.
Especially if the coach is wrong. I think we play with some coaches who have been wrong before.
No, they can't.
No, they can't. They got to be right.
They got to be right.
Oh, yeah. Got to have a bad attitude. Got to have a bad attitude. Got to. But, hey, he is well-spoken, though.
Man.
Seems like he was brought up in a good household.
Suburban, I thought.
I don't know him, but I'm just saying, I don't know him. Seems like a good kid to me. Sometimes you got to be a coach and mentor the kid.
He could be a great human being. Listen, do all the right shit, help old ladies cross the street, get cats out of trees and all that shit. There's something there that...
No, they said it.
There's something there. I don't give a fuck. I don't know what it is, don't know what it ain't.
They just said it. And I appreciate them for saying it. The problem is, if you have the information of what got you benched, what got you traded, why are you advocating keep doing this shit? You know, you see what I'm saying?
What got
If
Jonathan
you-
Kaminga?
Hold on.
What
We're not talking
information?
about- we're not talking
What
about-
information got Jonathan Kaminga?
We're not talking about Cam. We don't
I'm talking about him.
Oh, I am. I don't know.
I am.
I'm not
So we
talking
don't
about
know.
I don't know.
Talking about Cam
So
Thomas.
what information did Cam Thomas
We
get?
talking about Cam Thomas.
What information did Cam Thomas get?
You just said this. You just
Oh, we don't
said
know.
if you have a disagreement with a coach, they're going to say what? They're going to tell other teams, right? Wouldn't it be in the best interest if that's what happened to you? You would say, yo, hey, young fella, watch out. Like, hey, you're not in a position to be going back and forth. Hey, we know coaches don't want to be wrong, right? We know that. And if you challenge them at the wrong time, they're going to take it personal against you. And you're not a superstar that is forced to play. So sometimes you might have to take a back seat. Take a back seat with the attitude. Just go out there, play, get your 24, and establish yourself.
Get your 18 shots.
You go out there and you sit there going back and forth, and they say you're a bad locker room guy. You're this, you're that, you're this. When you go into the summer to try to get that money, they going off the coach's mind. If that happened to you, that's what you're supposed to be.
I know, but
telling him not to.